How's it going? I don't remember where I was at last time because I did the exhaust. I know I did that. So anyhow, I was looking online and asking lots of questions, and apparently 1/2-inch fuel line is what they recommended. I called Inline Tube. They can bend it. It was like $250 delivered. But I had bought some of this stuff before, the 1/2-inch stainless, and I gotta get some better clips. Mount it here. Coming over to here, man, it was a pain in the butt. I cut this in half. I figured this is a good spot right here to put my pre-filter. So I got some compression by 8-in fittings. I'm waiting to cut this piece until I get my filter. You see, yeah, I got to get more clips. I bought this bender from Harbor Freight. It's $139. It says in instructions, for your safety, only do aluminum or soft copper. But it bent this stuff pretty decent. Made really nice bends. So I ordered a 26-inch radiator for it. I got that the other day. Bought it from Champion through their eBay store. It arrived damaged, so couldn't get a hold of them last week, so I just ordered another one, and I'll wait for that one to get here and give them a holler Monday. I'm sure they'll take care of me. But anyhow, I'm gonna get off here for a few minutes. I'm gonna bring the car down, and I'll show you what I did up top. I'll go from there. Yeah, pardon me. Under the hood, I got the MSD wired up, and my wire wrapping skills aren't the best, but hopefully most of that will be hidden with the air cleaner on. I made a bracket out of aluminum. Got a little piece of I-beam back there that I bolted to the two holes that were there, one for the ground and one for the ballast resistor. And then I bolted that other piece of metal to that, and then the box mounts to it. So it should get plenty of airflow behind it. I got my wire looms in, and the plug wires ran. I kind of bent up a bracket to where it mounts to the head bolt and the intake bolt there to get the coil back there, because it won't work up here running the carb that I'm running. The carb I'm running is a Street Brawler 850, and one of the pieces of linkage hits in this little spot right here, so I got a 1/2-inch spacer coming for that. I got my nipples for my water pump. I got my Edelbrock pump in, and I have fittings there. I don't know this. Anyways, that stainless steel fuel line is just hanging down there. I gotta get it mounted, and then I'll be able to run a piece of hose to that. I've got an alternator belt. I got a power steering hose, power steering pump, so I got to get that stuff on. Really, if I just get the alternator on, I can start it with that. But the brake lines are all hooked up, but I do have a disc brake proportioning valve, so I have to get that put in there and adapted to what I have. I got a box of fittings. That'll be my filter before my carb. I got this piece of 3/8 to go from my fuel pump to the carb. So got a huge pile of boxes up there from everything I've been doing lately, but it is so close. And I tweaked my back, so I didn't get out here yesterday. That was Valentine's Day. And I'm hurting today, so I'm not going to do too much more. I got that fuel line bent, which was enough of a frustration for me. I got to come up with a couple of oil caps for these old Cal Custom valve covers yet, but I'll get my tack wire there. Oh, I got to drill a hole on my dash, but I pulled my heater box out because I have a new heater core coming Monday. So there's a spot in there where, well, about where that blower motor is. It's not tight to the firewall, so I should be able to drill through the firewall back there and run my stuff up and above, and I'm going to put the gauges underneath the dash to the left of the shifter, and they should stay hidden pretty well. So I plan on drilling my hole somewhere down here from the other side. So yeah, gauges. Need to get my gauges hooked up and my tack. The rest of my fuel line parts, get those hooked up in the carbon, and I'm waiting on a radiator, which I put this one in just to eyeball stuff. This is the one, the 318 radiator, and that's coming out, or back out anyhow. So anyhow, I haven't had it made, any progress now, or at least posted anything. So I will get off here. Like I say, I gotta finish up the fuel line, but I need to go get some more clips, something to strap that stuff up securely. And the ones I got are, let me see here. I got some of these, but these are they're kind of cheesy, so I've already shredded a couple. Ouch. That one in there went all right. That's one of the casualties. So, factory routing. Almost seems like that might be a danger spot if you had to blow out and rip the fuel line out. But that's the way it was ran from the factory. That's the way I ran it. If I ever start getting crazy with it, I might throw some sort of guard over that. Oh, man, my back hurts. All right, I'll get off here. I'll catch you guys later.